on the real estate front, one thing I would like to see in your next GasLand is talking about what is happening to property values and people in their homes in suburban areas.
Yeah.
I sold a house last week, and I'm really concerned about it because 3-4 blocks from the house is a major red right here in Denton County. And
Well, I'm actually really interested in this aspect because it affects obviously Pennsylvania, the Catskills, New York. I've had a dilemma over the last 2 years in that when when I came home from the first trip, there was a burst pipe in the ceiling, and it rained down into the living room, and the ceiling was a mess, and it got to the insulation, so I actually came home to a crying house. And I haven't figured out what the extent of the repairs I want to do, because, if I'm down in the valley, and if those emissions are starting to gather in there and I can't be there, and then you've seen people, we were at the Parr's residence this afternoon, and you probably read about them, they had to evacuate their house. It's an amazing house, an amazing property, it's beautiful, and they cannot live there right now. And I talked with several people in the same situation in Freestone County, in Robertson County, in Texas. And the dilemma was, do I put money into the house to fix it, or do I build something else, which has been my dream, to build something close to my parents' house, which is an arts center. I'm actually a theater director by trade, and I was making the transition to doing film when this whole thing happened. So this is my second film. But the idea to build there, I don't know what to do. And I know that in my area, a lot of people are trying to sell, or they don't know whether or not to sell, and they're freaked out about this. And then, of course, the property next door to me is for sale now, and it never has been in 35 years. And I'm worried that someone will go in there to buy it in order to lease. So there's a lot of really complex issues regarding real estate, and I'm very interested in it. So let's talk a little bit afterwards, because it is an angle. And certainly finding out what the market is like and how much properties have been devalued. I think you said the Ruggiero's property went from 300 grand to 75 grand or something in their appraisal after their water tests. And it's true, when you have poison water, you can't sell your property. And when you have toxic emissions in the air that you know about, it's very difficult to sell property and know that that's the situation that's going on. So.